Universal, and Comcast. Okay, Comcast, TV, and MSNBC with Bill Gates. So you see why we're saying that if you're going to them to get news you're going to believe in, you're going to be deceived on a daily basis. You're going to get some truth, obviously, but you're not going to get the real truth. Truth is also, Jesus said, if you continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Typically, we only hear the last part of the verse. But Jesus said, if you continue in my word, make sure you're reading the right Bible. King James in the English. Then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So see, continuing in God's word opens us up to other truth as well. In other words, our mind, the washing of the water of the word. And we're going to be more receptive to other truth, like what we're talking about today. Let's go further. The Partnership for New York City is co-directed by Jeffrey B. Kindler, the chairman and CEO of Pfizer, another pharmaceutical. That's actually the world's largest drug company. Kindler stewards Pfizer through the multi-billion-dollar acquisitions, also involving JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. You see how this is all related? Like I said, it's like this one big rat's nest. And all the rats are just kind of like, scurrying back and forth and doing this and that and doing the work of their father, Satan. They're of their father, the devil, and of the lust of their father they will do. The Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, called PhRMA, which is the drug industry's main trade organization, is also directed by Kindler. PhRMA officials engage White House and Pentagon officials in private negotiations determining pricing for stockpiles of drugs and vaccines. Now, how corrupt can you get? Collusion, corruption. You've got the government absolutely in private negotiations with all this, and it's all integrally related. Dr. Horowitz views the covert administration of the multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical contracts as symptomatic of the industry's corruption. The corporate shell game is played using mergers and acquisitions directed by the same people. Their creation of the Pharma Trade Organization provides the illusion of their legitimacy in fair competition. Price fixing occurs behind closed doors, explaining why prices are so widely international. I mean, did you ever see those statistics? You'll see them sent out every once in a while on the profit margins they make off these drugs, and how some of them are like 100,000%, and I mean that literally. It costs them like 2.9 cents to make the tablet, and they're charging $800 per tablet. Stuff like that. It really does go on. It's just unbelievable. Another gross example of corrupt government is Congressman Henry Waxman's treason against the American people for sneaking in the dietary supplement regulation language into the Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act of 2009, H.R. 4173. I believe I just sent out an email on this. For years, Waxman has attempted to pass legislation restricting consumer access to nutritional supplements on behalf of BigPharma. The FDA, largely controlled by BigPharma, contends regulating vitamins, minerals, herbs, homeopathics, oils, colloidal silvers, which has also been banned in Europe. Now, I understand they have got some ways around that. But the reality is colloidal silver, is highly, highly restricted now in, I believe, the European Union. And more natural products. Anyway, I give you a link to this article. I also give you a link to my teaching I did on pharmaceuticals and sorcery, the roots of the modern-day drug industry. I give you a link to that. And again, this is another reason you might want to stock up on some stuff, because I don't know how much longer any of us are going to have access to any kind of true supplementation, whether it be vitamins, minerals, colloidal silver, herbs. They have their way. It's all going to be pulled. And some of this stuff you can actually grow yourself, and I'll give you some resources near the end of this teaching where you can kind of look into doing that. But anyway, that's the end of that article.